This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 285.
Shattering the Yo-Yo.
Vicious Cycle Department. Previously on Running a Fever.
I'm on a treadmill. This is our first podcast from a treadmill, and the gym is pretty nice here. It's, I guess I should explain. I'm in a hotel because I have traveled cross country. Feeling pretty good, considering that I've been sitting in my truck all day. But I do, like I said, I'm feeling it in my legs because they've been motionless for 12 hours almost. I did get out. I tried to get out every now and then. I actually got out pretty often this time. I'd say probably at least an average of once an hour. You know, situations, we've talked about how you get in situations where it's not convenient to exercise. And this is one of them. So the good thing about being in a habit of exercise is that you sort of get used to it and you look for it, and if it's missing from your appointed time, then you miss it. And so that when you get somewhere and it's Friday and it's time for me to walk, so I haven't walked all day, it's time for me to walk, I've missed it, I don't want to miss it. So I get here and the first thing I do is come down and work out. Coolers, it looks like it's made for the military or something. And it's, it's stayed cold all day. I put my Frescas in there and some yogurts and some shakes. So now for lunch, the day was pretty normal. I mean, I had a pretty hearty breakfast. Oatmeal, whites of 2 eggs, and 1 sausage patty. So it's like a 360 calorie breakfast or something. And so I know in a previous episode I was talking about fast food, and I looked up some of the fast foods and found out, you can actually eat, if you don't just get the super Baconator extra large meal, supersize or whatever. I'm kind of mixing my fast food restaurants there, but so I found out that Wendy's chili, I got a large chili. I think that's what was on that thing. Might have been a small, but I think it was a large. And another thing is, a large chili is it's like less than $3. So it's inexpensive as well, but also inexpensive in terms of calories. So yeah, I had a chili, sour cream, 6 crackers. It's delicious, filled me up. Of course, when you've already eaten 2 hours earlier, it's not a problem. That's the great thing about the 6 meal a day plan, is you just never get hungry. So that was my lunch, and so yogurt for the snack, and then shake for supper, and counted up a little over 1,000 calories. I think it's probably about 1050. I'm counting 350 for the lunch. It might be less than that, but I'm just estimating. I don't have my usual notepad and everything, so I'm not keeping that close a track.
Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis. This is a podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. And the goal is to live a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the very end. If that's what you want, you're in the right place. Gotta love my life. I gotta love my life, like all of my friends said at the beginning of the introduction to the show. Love your life. Episode 50 is what we're reviewing here today. It's a real good example of adapting to circumstances in order to stay on my health journey and maintain a healthy lifestyle. I have a tendency not to be adaptable. I want, to not do something if I can't do it the same way I always do. I just don't do it. But I was able to break out of this by finding a place to exercise. And in this case, I got on a treadmill, which I had rarely done in the past. I also maintained my healthy diet on the trip by taking what I needed with me and learning how to eat healthy even at Wendy's. I can't express how powerful this concept is. Things always come up in life that interrupt the plan. They tend to break good habits, but they can be the turning point between a good habit and a bad habit. But if I can adapt, each time I'm able to do that, I gain more strength in my ability to continue on and become more prepared for threats to my good habits that will come in the future. So today I'm adapting to not being able to walk by using my stationary bike. I'm adapting to a restricted gym due to COVID masking by lifting weights at home. And I'm adapting to not having a fridge at work and being limited in my ability to eat due to mask requirements by working around the workday with my meal times and adapting to what I can eat in and around my workplace. It is October 12th, and I'm at the beginning of week 7, and I've gained a pound. So the average is about 1/6 of a pound per week gained. I've gotten on the bike the last couple of days, increasing my time each day. And honestly, I think my regular days are fine, but too many times I have yielded to temptation, leading to an outlier meal that throws off my whole day calorie-wise. I have been able to get more sleep lately, and that makes a huge difference. Exercise is easier, and I feel less stressed throughout the day. And in combination with the exercise, reduces my stress and gives me more energy. So if those things go well, I get more done at work, and as a result, I'm less stressed. Vicious cycle department. I think one problem with my sleep is eating too much later at night. I've been trying to eat at about 5 p.m. and not very heavy. I had 2 brats last night with no buns. One would have been enough, actually, and peanut butter and crackers, which I heard about on one of these old episodes as a dessert. But that only works if I just eat 2 of them because the peanut butter is pretty heavy calorie-wise, instead of about 15, which is approximately what I had last night, unfortunately. The most significant event this week is that I made an appointment with my podiatrist for next Monday. The weather here in NWA is gorgeous, and I can't stand not being able to walk around Lake Fayetteville and the other places as I listen to these old episodes in which I was always taken by the beauty of it all. So I look forward to some good results from that. And I hope this episode's been helpful to you. And if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't, go out and catch it, and I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.